And this is One News Now. National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon is standing by his request to block websites that are allegedly linked to terrorist groups. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro with the report.
Error 404 not found. If you checked earlier on Wednesday, that's what you'll see when you go to the websites of Bulatlat.com and PinoyWeekly.com. Both sites have been back online by nighttime. In a memorandum dated June 8, the National Telecommunications Commission ordered all local ISPs to block websites allegedly linked to communists and terrorists. This was upon the request by National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon Jr. Included in the sites were Bulatlat, Pinoy Weekly, and Save Our Schools Network, among others. Bulatlat Associate Editor Professor Danilo Araw said the accusations are utterly baseless.
Unacceptable for the government to block our website. This is a clear attack on press freedom.
Araw said Bulatlat was not even informed that such decision was made. They only learned about it after their website was already blocked and their readers called their attention.
We were not given due process. But right now, the message in not so many words of Malacanang is that for now, you are blocked until we can prove your innocence.
But some anomalies in the letters are worth noting. First, the website of Bulatlat was mentioned twice in the list by Esperon. And the subject line of the NTC's memorandum says, for blocking illegal online cockfighting websites. The list by Esperon did not include any cockfighting websites, but did include alternative news websites.
For all intents and purposes, a clear case of red tagging. And red tagging should never be taken lightly, even if the sloppy work is very laughable.
Several groups have also slammed the government's order. Despite this, Esperon remained firm on his request to the NTC, calling the move a win for the nation against leftist misinformation. Araw meanwhile said that Bulatlat and Pinoy Weekly can still be accessed by using either a VPN or their mirror websites. He added that they will see the NTC and NSC in court, but warned that such attacks will not end with alternative media. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, we are One News.
And one media watchdog believes that incoming National Security Advisor Clarita Carlos should do more than condemn red tagging. This is after the National Security Council requested to block several websites that are supposedly linked to terrorist groups. Center for Media Freedom and Responsibility trustee Virgel Santos says banning news organizations online is a bit over the top.
The idea is to threaten, the idea is to intimidate. Yun naman ang ginagawa na nila no? Threatening, intimidating. Yung sinabi ni Clarita na hindi tama yung nire-red tag, dapat kay Clarita tuwing may lilitaw na ganyan, lilitaw din siya, sabihin niya, hindi tama yan.
But for NTF-LCAC spokesperson Lorraine Badoy, Carlos needs some more briefing about the extent of the insurgencies in the country. Carlos previously called on security officials to stop red tagging. Badoy says the task force will be meeting with Carlos very soon.
She's very open, di ba, nakikinig siya. So malaking bagay sa akin yan, malaking halaga yan. So, in other words, ang sagot ko dyan ay kulang lang siya sa information. Yun lang yun. And she said so herself, no? All of us were here to learn all about this.
And the investigation into the viral hit-and-run incident in Mandaluyong City continues today. Let's get some updates from Mon Gualvez, who's joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Hi, Mon. Good afternoon. What is the latest on this case?
Sean Jose Antonio Sanvicente, the SUV driver who went viral after running over a security guard, has finally appeared before the Mandaluyong Prosecutor's Office for the second preliminary investigation this morning. Along with his lawyer, Sanvicente refused to answer any questions from the media while going inside the Mandaluyong Hall of Justice. He is facing complaints for frustrated murder and abandonment of one's victim filed by security guard Christian Floralde. Sanvicente needed to personally take oath for his counter-affidavit after receiving the complaint document from the victim. The preliminary investigation lasted for almost half an hour. Meanwhile, Floralde was not able to come today because of his injuries. His lawyer also said that aside from the physical damages, Floralde is also suffering from trauma. He also said that he is not aware about any settlement made by Sanvicente's camp with his client. Meanwhile, the uploader of the viral video has also taken oath for his own affidavit on the incident. Sean, the camp of Floralde is not planning to answer to give an answer to the counter-affidavit filed by Sanvicente, in which they're just waiting for the fiscal's resolution, but the Mandaluyong Prosecutor's Office has yet to set a date for this one. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for that update. Mon Gualvez reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Barangay Ginebra coach Tim Cone will be part of the Miami Heat's Summer League coaching staff next month. Marty Bautista with the story.
Big-time opportunities just keep on coming for Barangay Ginebra coach Tim Cone. Right after getting announced as an official member of the Gilas coaching staff, the legendary coach has been tapped by the Miami Heat as an assistant for the NBA Summer League this year. He will be second fiddle to Heat Summer League coach Malik Allen. Allen has been an assistant to Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra since 2019. Cone, the winningest PBA tactician with 24 titles, is good friends with Philam coach Spoelstra. However, he says Coach Spo will not be involved with the Heat Summer League activities.
Honestly, this is like a bucket list. I'm going to be able to go, you always, as I've said, you see from the TV or even when you go to an NBA game, you see all that stuff on the court, and then they leave the court, and you wonder what the heck is going on in that locker room. I've always had that in my mind, wondering, and for the first time, I might get a small preview of what goes on in that locker room, and that to me is the most exciting.
Coach Tim also quickly dispelled rumors that he will leave the PBA for good after this coaching gig. He explained that becoming a coach in the NBA is not easy, even for him who's been in the business for decades.
Someone said, well, maybe he's going to get a job. There is nothing, absolutely nothing. This is truly a guest coaching thing. I'm not being paid. I'm not, I'm coming home. 4 games, I'm coming home. And I'll be happy to get home, and I'll be happy to do my own thing.
Assistant coach Richard Del Rosario will take over for the Gin Kings as Cone is set to miss 4 games while in Miami. He's expected to be back in the bench in Ginebra's last 2 elimination games. The Gin Kings believe that even without a head coach for the meantime, they'll do just fine.
We're in good hands. Hindi naman kami basta-basta iiwan ni Coach Tim ng syempre. For us, siguro, we need to help him kasi habang wala siya, sana makakuha kami ng more wins as much as possible. Mas maganda yung balik niya sa amin.
The Summer League will run from July 2 to 17 in San Francisco, Salt Lake City, and Las Vegas. The Heat are set to play 5 games, beginning with the LA Lakers. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. Former Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol will serve as Food Security Advisor to incoming National Security Advisor Clarita Carlos. Piñol says he has submitted recommendations on how to address the impending food crisis in the country. Several groups will be staging a protest at Daliwasang Bonifacio in Manila just in time for President-elect Bongbong Marcos's inauguration on June 30. Joining this rally are Bayan, Piston, Kilusang Mayo Uno, and Kadamay. The group said they want the government to act immediately on the issue of soaring oil prices and rising food costs. The NCR Wage Board has approved a 1,000 peso wage increase for domestic workers. This raises their monthly minimum wage rate to 6,000 pesos. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.